This is a Gundam plastic model kit, or Gunpla for short. Gunpla are buildable scale models of the giant robots seen in the animated saga Mobile Suit Gundam. Across 8 days I will be building this kit and taking you with me through the process. The kit I have chosen to build and paint is the Master Grade 1/100th scale Gundam Wing Verka. Now that might all sound like gibberish, but I promise I will explain what it means. But for now, let's see what we have in the box. This kit comes with foil seals, both sticker and dry transfer decals, an instruction manual, and 14 colored runners. You are now looking at an entire disassembled robot. Each runner holds a collection of pieces that need to be cut out. Think like Legos, but you have to pick them off of a stem. Some runners hold multiple colors on one sheet, adding to the colorful vibrance of the model. So then we have some stickers. We have these sticker decals meant to emulate the mechanical detail present on the concept art, a tiny sheet of foil stickers for the Gundam's eyes and other shiny bits, and finally we have dry transfers, which are basically stickers that you rub onto the surface of the model. Now let's look at the manual. Much like Legos, the appeal of Gunpla comes from the simplicity of the instructions. It's full of detailed illustrations, and you're not required to read Japanese to understand how to assemble the robot. Pictured here is Hajime Katoki. See, this model is based off the Wing Gundam from the series, New Mobile Report Gundam Wing. Katoki was tasked with taking the classic design of the Wing Gundam and rebuilding it from the ground up for a more modern audience. He's done many different redesigns of familiar mechs, and any kit with the words Verka on the box means that it's version Katoki. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get to constructing this Gundam. The build didn't take that long, and it was pretty fun for me. This kit is actually on the older side, being from 2004. That kind of worried me because the last kit I built that was that old, the Perfect Grade GP01, was a huge disappointment for me. But this one isn't that bad at all. It uses some older building techniques, but for a 16-year-old kit, the thing holds up. And even with the oldest of kits, you can totally fix it up to make it look good. The total time this whole build took me was about 2.5 hours spread across 2 days. It sounds like an eternity, but if you built as many kits as me, the time really flies. So here we have the Wing Gundam Verka all put together. There's only one fatal flaw with this kit, and that's the beam rifle. It cannot hold up its gun. It just wobbles around in this loose grip, so that'll be another project for me to fix it. But for real, this kit looks awesome, just snapped together. Even has a transformation into a flight mode, which is pretty cool if it stays together. So now time to disassemble it. For the inner frame I've chosen a silver spray paint. This is supposed to be where the inner mech parts are, so I figured I'd make it a metallic color. For bigger pieces like this, I spray them individually, holding them with tweezers. Next up, for all the white parts, I'm painting off-white. For the smaller pieces, I put them in a box, so the paint doesn't get on the table. It's important that you don't get too much paint in one area and spread it all around. For the white and yellow pieces, I spray directly onto the plastic, because their colors aren't too drastic from the paint. But for red and blue, which I intend to paint blue and orange, I spray them with gray surface primer. This mutes the colors and makes it so they don't stand out under the paint. For smaller pieces, I tape them down so the paint doesn't blow them all away. A while later, after all the paint is dry and the pieces are reassembled, we can get some decals. We aren't using these though, we're using these. These are called water slide decals. They end up looking way better than the normal stickers. First you cut them off of a sheet, then you dip them into a cup of water. After you leave them there for a while, they easily come off. You put them on the model, and when they dry, they form fit to the surface. At long last, the Gundam Wing Verka is finished. I really like how the thing turned out, sporting a bright, almost inverted color scheme. The beauty of Gunpla for me is the work, creativity, and effort you can put into it. Thank you for watching.